Hello everyone. So in previous video we understand like how to load the data through a different way. In this video with practically we are going to see using a Snowflake UI how actually we can load the data into a table. So let me open my Snowflake account. So once you will open a Snowflake account, right, you will see this particular screen. What you have to do, in the left side you can see ingestion option, right? You have to click on that. Once you'll click on the ingestion, you will see a different option. The first option is load data into a table. So click on this. So this is the place from where you can load the data into a table. You have to select your compute and you can drag your files here, or you can browse your files, or if your files are available in a stage, right, from there also you can add it. The important point is file size limit. It is a 250 MB only. Means you can upload the file size which is below 250 MB or which is around the 250 MB. But more than 250 MB file size you cannot upload through a UI method. So that is the limitation. Previously it was a 50 MB, but I think Snowflake has increased to the 250 MB. That is a good. It supports. And the below you will see if you want to select a database, or if you want to create a schema, that also you can do, or if you want to create a database, right, you can create from here. Now what we will do, we will select our existing database which we have created previously. So this is a practical and this is the test, right? This we have created previously, this only we are going to use. Now it is saying like create a new table. Yeah, we want to create a new table. So what is the name you want to give? Employee JSON something I will give, because I want to load the data from a JSON. So I'm just giving the name as a employee JSON. This will be the table which will be created. First thing you have to select the files. So first I will show you my files, how actually it looks like. So you can see this is the JSON file I have. Employee ID, employee name, department, salary, location is active, and these are the different data we have in this JSON file. So that actually I'm going to upload. Click on the browse, and here we have to select the file. So this is the JSON file. I'll select that. It's a 3 KB only. And after that, after selecting the database, after uploading the files, after giving the new table name, click on the next. Now you can see it is saying like a JSON file format. So it has selected the file format as a JSON, but suppose if your file format is Parquet, right, from here only you can change it. Now after that, load as a single variant column. So whether to load the data into a single variant column or use a schema inference to create a column for each property. It is creating only variant column, and all the data is saving into that particular column itself. So only one column it is creating variant column, and all the data is saving into that particular column itself. We'll uncheck this. Now in this case what will happen, it will detect the different column name. So we have a department column name, employee ID, employee name is active, location. Automatically it is finding out and it is creating. So if you select this, only one column and all the value it will save, but we want to create a different column, right? And we want to save the value, so it is automatically detected. Now data type also you can see it has detected, like for the department it should be a varchar, for employee ID it should be a number, employee name it should be a varchar, is active should be a boolean because of the false true, location should be a varchar. So it has automatically detected the data type also. Now how this all the things are happening, so if you'll see right in the left side show SQL, if you click on this, then you will see one SQL command, one copy into command internally it is writing. So we are using a UI, but internally how it is happening, it is using a copy into command only for copying a data into a table. So that is the important thing you have to remember. Now here you can see create temp file format. So it is creating one file format, and it is specifying the type should be a JSON and date format and all those kind of the things actually it is specifying here. So this we will discuss in next video also, like what are the how actually we can create a file format by our own. as of now it is creating a temp file format, but we can create our own file format and we can specify all this value, and this we will discuss in the next video. But as of now, what is happening here, it is creating a table, and these are the column, and it is copying into this particular table. So internally it is happening like this. What I will do, I will copy this, I will save somewhere, I'll save here. In next video we will discuss this in a depth. So this is how internally it is happening. I'll click on the hide SQL. Now after that, what you have to do, you have to click on the load. So it is also saying one option, what should happen if an error is encountered while loading a file. Do not load any data. So if any kind of the error is happening, then what actually you want to do, you don't want to load any data, or you only want to load a valid data from the files. So we will select only load valid data from the file, or do not load any data. As of now I will select do not load any data if any file which is not coming in consistent way. So that actually option you can select. Click on the load. Now what will happen, it will import the data. Now if you want to see the view table detail, or if you want to generate a SQL from a table, you can do that. I will click on the view table details as of now. So you can see employee JSON, this is the table which got created, and also you can see the value also. So if you click on this, right, employee JSON, you will see a table details, you will see what is the table definition for this, this is the create statement, and what are the different columns we have, that we can, you can see, if you want to preview a data, right, 20 rows, you can preview a data from here, everything looks good or not. What are the copy history, how many times the data is loaded. As of now only one time we have loaded the data, so you can see the copy history, data quality, lineage. So all those things actually we can see from here. So this is how actually we can do. Now suppose in the same table again you want to load the data, then how actually you can do, come here, you can see on the top also. So as of now I am in a catalog, I have selected my table. So this is the table from this DB, this is the table I have created in a catalog. From this DB, this is the table, I will select, click on the load data. And now what actually you can do, you can search the same file. I'll search the same file, and again I want to load the data. I, I'm searching the same file, but suppose you have a different data in the same file, right, that you want to load the data again. So you have to select the DB, click on the next. Now what will happen, it first it is doing a mapping, like all the mapping is correct or not, and you can see loading method is append, means it is going to append the data, uh, and match by column name. So you can see it is matching the column name, and what we will do, we'll click on the load. What will happen, more data will be loaded there. Now if you will see the view table details, you can see now we have a 40 rows. Previously it was 20 rows, right, now 40 rows. So like this append also we can do on top of this. Now if you go to the copy history, you will be able to see, like 2 minutes ago we have loaded, right. So those kind of the history also you will see from here. A lineage, how this data is getting loaded. So you can see from import files. So what actually we are doing, from files we are loading the data into a table. So that is how the lineage is happening. So good part is like it is also maintaining the lineage. So I hope you got the idea, like from a UI itself, how actually you can load the data into a table. In the next video we will understand this file format, like as of now it is creating a temp file format, but in depth we will try to understand more about this.